a mistake that I made in the past. And to be honest, it doesn't seem like a big mistake, but it can have its consequences. It is imitating bad habits just to make fun of those bad habits. For example, a friend of mine was always standing with his mouth open, or overall when he's talking, stuttering and just kind of like shivering. It comes over as shivering to me. And after I tried to imitate that behavior, at the first time it wasn't really a bad thing. After 2 or 3 times, I started to realize that I started to make a habit of those movements, those characteristics got into my talking, into my stance, into my life. Instead of just talking smoothly and having my jaw closed when I'm just standing, I was now with an open jaw during the day, out of nowhere, which is bad. Even if it's a little bit open, it isn't recommended. And whenever I was talking, I started to stutter. I was stuck with this problem for 2-3 months. I think it was from mid-May till beginning of September or end of August. And slowly it started to better. The condition of my talking got better. Why did it enter that? Why did I start to stutter in the first place? Just because I imitated to joke about. And so even if you want to joke about a bad habit, just don't listen to your mind. Listen a bit to the good side of you, I'll just say. Oh, someone ripped the test out here. And just don't do it. Don't try to imitate or joke about that bad habit, because when you joke about it, it will actually become a regular habit. And you don't want that, right? For example, joking about stuttering like I did ended in me stuttering myself, or joking about shivering ended in me being anxious when I talk, just overall shivering. Imagine the camera just shivering. I heard a noise from those woods. A noise. I'll just walk a bit faster. And if you do it about small habits that aren't... I'm getting unconcentrated. Okay, so if you do it about habits that aren't as big and aren't as big as a problem to your life, you can still see it through, but you can still kind of mask it, kind of hide it. But when you do it about habits that are just bad for your health or bad for your mental health, like mouth breathing or imitating how people masturbate, I'm hearing noises all over the place. I'm even hearing someone talking like there. I don't know why, but... So I was talking about those bad habits. My advice, if you see someone in your space, in your environment, that's struggling with a bad habit, don't imitate him to make fun of it. Because if you make fun of someone with a bad habit, it isn't good for both parties. First, you will demotivate them of life, and second, you will have practiced that bad habit once. 1 XP for that bad habit. The XP system that I talked earlier about in videos. So, like I stepped in mud. Like I said, don't Wish. Look at. I've heard it all the way from here, her talking. I didn't see anyone in front of me. I looked at the back, there's a woman. Slowly getting closer. Okay. And like I told you for the third time, my advice, just don't imitate them. Try to help that friend. Try to help that person in your environment, because helping someone is also a good job. And I'm keeping that woman in the corner of my eye. And if you help someone, you will also be perceived as a better, more social, more masculine, more positive person in the environment, and that will just only give you more benefits. So just remember, don't imitate people's bad behavior. Try to help them to get away from their bad behavior, and always remember, calm always delivers.